chill and relax. Well, do me a favor out there and hit that thumbs up button. It does help our little channel down here in Texas out. We are monetized on YouTube, and we get a little bit of income off of the YouTube channel. It helps us buy abrasives. Appreciate everybody watching out there. Not on this particular machine. If I use one of my other 1x30s and do it with edge leading, if you're not careful, you can cut a belt. But I'm using edge trailing on this machine, so no, I've never cut one on the edge trailing. So we got a good, nice, sharply sharp. Hey, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button, please. 152 people watching and only 2 thumbs up. Help the channel out. Hit the thumbs up button, please. So we've got a few EDC knives to sharpen this afternoon. Appreciate everybody watching out there. Hey, get down. My dog is sniffing all the knives. I can sharpen a Scandi grind. I do them every once in a while. So we need to clean this knife up before we give it back to the client. This one's got a pretty good edge on it. I don't know why you want it that sharpened. Well, there may be a little flat spot right there. No, I don't ever do that kind of modification on knives. Most of my clients are individuals, families. If there's any kind of custom work like that, I got a knife maker buddy I let him do that kind of work. I don't do swords. You know, it's mostly kitchen knives on the knife side. The largest part of my business is dog groomers. That's where I make my money. All right, I'm going to assume this is 18 degrees per side, but I am going to do tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little scratch test. So we'll put a little Sharpie on it. I got the machine set up for 18 degrees. And that's what it is, 18 degrees. See the markers missing? He had a little flat spot right there where he's been using it. Well, I appreciate everyone watching out there. If you haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you're so inclined, please subscribe to the channel. We try to do a live stream when we can, if we're not overly busy. Had a client two people drop off some knives this evening. I thought I'd get them done. They're not going to come pick them up till tomorrow evening. So I can take my time, turn the camera on, and say hello to everyone out there. I do sincerely appreciate the support of our little channel. We do get a little bit of money from it, from YouTube. It helps us buy abrasives. We're Sharpen Right Services. We're located in League City, Texas. League City's halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears, clipper blades, sewing and industrial scissors, and just about any kind of knife. It keeps us as busy as we want to be. Well, if you're watching out there, tell me where you're watching from and what time is it where you're at. .30, so you must be on the East Coast, Tyler. It's 4:30 here in Texas. Oh, it's early afternoon out there. 10 o'clock in the UK, 2:30 in San Diego. Hello, Jody from Maine. Thanks for watching, folks. .30 in Connecticut. Yep. Well, if you're just joining us, thanks for watching. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. It does help our little business out. We do mail-in sharpening from all around the United States. We get a couple of packages a week, and most people find us either here on YouTube or on Facebook. So 2 clients brought me in EDCs today within the last hour, so I thought I'd knock them out. Waiting on a nice lady to come pick up her kitchen knives. That's clean enough. I'll have to clean these knives up before I give them back. Alright, we're going to do this is a homemade fixed blade that's coming up next. Somebody made it. Look at this thing. It's a carbon steel. Got a big old nick taken out of it. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit better. I'm not gonna take that. I mean, it's gonna rust. This is a carbon steel knife, and the guy did not have a sheath for it, so I'm just gonna sharpen it. I'm not gonna worry about cleaning it up. We're in Southeast Texas. It's humid all the time, and unless he takes care of this knife, it's gonna rust right away. I'll coat it down with a little mineral oil before I give it back to him. I'm going to start at 20 degrees and see what that looks like. And that's what it was, it's 20 degrees. So we're gonna leave it at 20 degrees. You guys wanna see the sparks? It should spark pretty well. I guess it's not. So it's not. It's pretty soft too. I got all my lights off here. What was up with that? Still got a little nick right there in the blade. We've almost got it. Trying not to heat up the blade. No, I haven't had a chance to. My son went up the other day. He hunted Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. He saw one 6-point buck and let it go. So hopefully I'll get to go between Christmas and New Year's. I'm planning to anyway. How about you? You said you were hunting in Oklahoma, I believe. You going to get to go back again for hunt with your bow, or are you going to hunt with a gun? But you said you already got a deer this year, correct? Can you take, how many bucks can you get in Oklahoma? I don't know about that. Well, I appreciate everybody watching out there. Steel on this knife was very, very soft. I don't think it's going to hold much of an edge. All right, what do we got next? We got another fixed blade. So this is a buck fixed blade. Now this one should be 20 degrees also. It's got multiple bevels on it. Somebody's tried to sharpen it on a whetstone. And they haven't been able to hold the angle. That's 20 degrees. Let's see what that looks like. Hey, stop. Actually, it's a little higher than 20 degrees. I still see some black. We're going to do it at 20 degrees. That's funny. Well, there's a squirrel out in the front yard. Only one dog is out here. The other one He'll run out here and look out the gate, and then he runs back inside because he doesn't like the sound of the dust collection system. We're almost there. So we had somebody sharpen this, tried to sharpen it on a whetstone or maybe a belt sander without a platen, and so it had some weird curves to it for sure. All right, I think we're good. Got just a little spot down there at the bottom. Kind of even it out here. I think we're good. I think we got a good even bevel across the blade. We can move on. Y'all hang on 1 second. I got somebody coming up the drive. All right, we're back. Appreciate everybody watching out there. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you help the channel out. And if you're so inclined, subscribe to our channel. We try to do live streams fairly often. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna switch here. Had to bail out there for a second. Somebody was texting me also. 424 people watching. Tell me where you're watching from. And while you're telling me, hit that thumbs up button. Alameda, California. Wisconsin. Hey, is it cold up in Wisconsin? It was cold here in Texas this morning. It was 37 degrees at 4:30. I take the dogs out walking every morning. Florida, Qatar. Yeah, we're supposed to have, it was 37 this morning. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 67. All right, we got that one. UK, thanks for watching from the UK. Ed, and Eddie, thanks for subscribing. This is a nice knife. I like this little buck knife. It had a really bad edge on it. Now I got a really nice edge on it. Garrett, where are you at in Texas? San Angelo, all right, south of me. I'm in League City. I'm over in Galveston County. San Angelo, you're north, I'm sorry. Northwest of me, San Angelo. Yep, 33 last night. It was 37 here in Texas, South Texas this morning, Southeast Texas. Garrett, how cold did it get in San Angelo? How's that edge look? Hey, chill out. All right, so we got to do this one. Now I'll touch up the serrations after the fact, but I got to clean this up. Kind of cleaned it up a little bit on the Scotch-Brite wheel. It's pitted real bad. Has some pitted on it. -10 in Norway. Oh my goodness, that's cold. All right, this is a buck knife. Usually a folding buck is 18 degrees. See, it's warming up. It's 71 in my shop right now. I'm going to have to take my hoodie off, I think. It's very warm. All right, we got the edge set there. No, you're exactly right. We're not used to 35 in south. We're used to that hot weather, and it'll be hot. It'll be hot this weekend. We'll be back. I'll be back wearing shorts tomorrow. Man, that's pretty nasty looking right there on that edge. See that? Yeah, I'm glad summer is over with, really. It was a brutal last part of the summer here in my shop. So I'm pretty happy. Delta, if you're just looking for a sharpener for yourself, look at the Work Sharp Kin Onion with grinding attachment. If you just want to sharpen your own knives, check that out. You can do it. That'd be a good one. Yeah, check it out. And you can do some garden tools on it also. You can do hatchets. Very, very versatile tool. And make sure you check out my videos on my YouTube channel. Look up my Work Sharp videos. I like that little sharpener. Some people talk smack about it. I mean, if you're a professional sharpener, that's not going to work for you to sharpen a whole lot of knives. It's too small. But it does, for somebody who just wants to sharpen their own knives and own tools, that's a great little knife sharpener. I leave it in the truck. It's always with me. Somebody says, hey, I hear you're a knife sharpener. Can you sharpen my pocket knife? I sure can. I go get my Work Sharp Kin Onion out of my truck and plug it in and sharpen their pocket knives right on the spot. It's fast too. So we got this blade looking good finally. Like I said, I'll touch up the serrations after the fact. Well, definitely check out my YouTube channel. In fact, I just did a video. I haven't posted it yet. Sharpening a fixed blade knife on it. I do a lot of videos on that particular knife sharpener because people seem to watch that one. Calvin, there's a lot of different ones out there. I mean, Work Sharp makes some different non-powered sharpeners. And I'm trying to think of the, it's called the Edge Pro is another one. It's kind of expensive though. The Edge Pro one's expensive. What's the other one? TS Pro, that's another setup. Go to sharpeningsupplies.com. They carry just about every sharpening machine there is. Sharpeningsupplies.com. John, thanks for watching from New Jersey. Calvin, did you get that? Sharpeningsupplies.com. They've got some really good different sharpeners out there. You can find something that fits your budget and something for you to sharpen with if you want a non-electric. Yeah, that is the problem with the Tormek. I have a Tormek. That's how, when I started my business, I had a Tormek. I still have it. People want to, hey, you don't use your Tormek anymore. Why don't you sell it to me? No, I still use it. Yeah, there's some Eagle Eye, there's some low sharpeners out there. They're really good, you know, the little hand sharpeners. If you just want to kind of do your own knives, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna do the serrations on camera. I'll finish that up at the end. But you can look at my YouTube channel. I've got multiple videos on how I sharpen serrated knives, and I have different ways of doing it. I'm just gonna. There's nothing. These don't need to be reground. They just need to be touched up. And it'll take me a little while to do it. This is what I use. I use these are diamond sharpeners, DMT diamond sharpeners for serrations, and you can get these on Amazon, and that kind of stuff. This is not a homemade jig. This particular machine is made. It's an AMK 76. It's made by AMKtactical.com. Or AMK knife making. John, I usually don't reprofile blades. I just don't mess with them. I don't do that kind of work. I've got a knife making buddy that will do that. I've never used the guided field sharpener, but I would think it would do a really good job. There's nothing wrong with anything Worksharp makes that I've seen. All right, so here's an old buck knife. I love these old knives. Well, I appreciate whoever sent me that $2. What he made to reprofile? That I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he uses a belt sharpener. Calvin, I really don't have a favorite EDC knife. I carry like a $3 pocket knife. I buy these cheapy Chinese ones. I buy 100 of them at a time, and I never lose them. The Wicked Edge is a really good system. It's kind of pricey, though. Nothing wrong with a Wicked Edge. So this should be about 18 degrees also. Unless somebody sharp, it doesn't look like it's been sharpened. $18 degrees. Spot on. Old buck knife. Look at that pretty edge. That is a good knife. I love these knives. Now I got a lady coming to pick up her knives and her garden tools any moment. And I may have to cut this broadcast off when she pulls up. Appreciate everybody watching out there. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Chill out. We got a squirrel in the front yard. Yeah, Eagle Eye Hardware, the hardware store. I have two Ace Hardwares near me, and they refer me the business. They have a knife sharpener, but he's made everybody mad. Poor quality and bad attitude. They've asked me if I would sharpen for them, and I don't want to deal with a third party. I want to deal directly with the client I'm sharpening for. I don't want a middleman. Well, if you're just tuning in, you're just watching, we're sharpening a bunch of knives for a couple of clients. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Let's try to get to 100 thumbs up on this live broadcast. That'll help my score with YouTube out dramatically. Well, thanks, Eagle. I appreciate it. No, these are not self-made. This machine is made by a company called AMK Tactical or AMK Knife Making. Their YouTube channel is amktactical.com and amkknifemaking.com. They make equipment specifically for knife makers. I just like their machines. Their machines are outrageously expensive. This one is right at $1,000. But I sharpen hundreds of knives every week, and I need a dependable machine that's repeatable for the edge angle. And so it's worth the money for me to pay that for this kind of machine. You can check them out, amktactical.com and amkknifemaking.com. I believe they're the same, they have two different websites. There's a lot of different reasonably priced sharpening machines out there. All right, so we got another fixed blade here. You know, it's pretty sharp too. It's not super sharp. I don't have any hair on my arms. Yeah, if I was quiet, it would be ASMR, wouldn't it? But I talk too much. And when I play background music, it's always got copyright. And then I can't monetize the video. It is shiny. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm thinking this is probably 20 degrees. This is a big, thick blade. I can't imagine it being 18 or so as thick as this blade is. That's a lot off the top. So we're gonna do a pass at 20 degrees and see how looks. See, I can dial in exact edge angle on this machine, and that's exactly 20 degrees right there. So let's do a pass. Wow, it's even steeper than 20 degrees, but that's where we're going with it. We're not off by much. Yeah, I have some of that. I'm just lazy and getting it done. When I do static videos, I have some music that's copyright free, or what do you call it, royalty free. And you can also do a royalty free channel on Spotify. Almost there. We just haven't hit it down here. We don't have a burr here. We have a burr all the way across the blade to about right there. Well, guys, it's almost an hour on this video. I'm going to cut it off. I got 4 more knives to do after this, but I got a lady going to show up any minute. And so a sharpening what? What is a CHOIL? Trying not to heat up this blade. We're almost there. All right, guys. I'm going to stop. Appreciate y'all watching. We're going to knock this out real quick. My tracking is off. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all watching. I'm going to have to run. Y'all have a great day. Take care.